Hey everyone, this is Eleanor with Eleanor's Elite Radio, and I finally have Bobby Giancola from Below Deck on the other line, on the call-in line. He's been very busy filming. He's been busy doing a lot of projects that we'll talk about later. But anyway, hey Bobby, I'm so glad you're able to call. How are you, my little friend?
I'm doing just fine. How are you doing?
Good, very good. I know you've been busy. We've been trying to catch up, trying to do this. Finally, I'm grateful that we, got in touch today. So tell me now, you were very happy because you just recently passed your captain's license, correct?
Yeah, I just did Friday. That was like the longest 2 weeks of my life.
It was a 2-week course? That's it?
Yeah, it's 2 weeks. And it's Monday through Friday, 8 hours a day. And they're just cramming information in. Rules of the road, navigational, tactics, and, using, looking up weather patterns and tides. And it's just a big slew of all kinds of information, mostly rules of the road and the international and inland laws on, driving yachts.
Right. Now how far will you be able to go? Let's say from Florida, where will you be able to go? How far out?
Well, I did it through the U.S. Coast Guard, so I can go anywhere. Up to vessels that are 100 tons.
Wow.
And that kind of varies on how big the big boat is. You could have a 100-ton vessel that's 100 feet, up to 100 feet, 92, somewhere in that ballpark for the how long they are. I can go to the Bahamas or wherever.
So if somebody wanted to charter a boat for you to go, could you go overseas?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I'll be able to go anyways. So on some of these big boats, the ones that are greater than 100 tons, obviously you get the bigger tonnage licenses, the 200, 500, and so on. And but to be a bosun or a first mate, you have to have a captain's license.
Right. So then what would be the kind of boat, like a ship or a cruise ship? What would be the weight of that?
Oh gosh, I don't know. You have yachts that are, let's just say 165 feet, and they can be 500 tons. So a cruise ship, God knows. If you were captain of that, I don't believe the actual word or the title of the license,
is captain.
But it would be your unlimited license.
Wow.
To where you can drive anything, any size.
Now, let me ask you, so did all of this love of yachting and boating, let's face it, you are a Florida boy, but did all of this love come from the time you did on Below Deck?
Oh yeah, my experience on boats is all just recreational.
Right.
Growing up, just playing in the water and wakeboarding and going out with friends. And then when Kate Chastain, when I bumped into her, and I've known her for a long time, I told her that I was gonna, I was talking about leaving the fire department, and she knew I liked to travel, and she suggested that I give yachting a try. And I'm like, well, I've never worked on a big white boat before. I wouldn't know where to begin.
Right.
And then Below Deck happened, and I got on the, that was my first boat, my first white boat, mega yacht,
right,
ever. And it was amazing. It was super fun. And then, in between seasons, I did what's called day work. You're basically just doing part-time work on yachts in Fort Lauderdale and West Palm Beach. And I did that. Then I did the second season. And when I came back, that's when I got the job in California through Alex Taldekin, he was on the very first season of Below Deck,
right,
ever. And he owns Elite Yacht Management out there in Marina Del Rey. And that's where it all started, big time. I got a lot of sea time out there doing charters and working on boats.
Wow.
From the inside out.
So now let's talk a little bit more interesting stuff, okay? I'm interested in your career. I absolutely, because you need a career. I think a lot of people, a lot of reality, I want to say young adults. I don't want to say kids, but to me they're kids. Like you're my kid's age. You are, because you went to school with Layla. You're a kid.
Oh yeah.
But I feel that a lot of these reality people, I'm not mentioning anyone. I just mean in general, really don't have a plan. They hope something happens, or they hope they get another gig, or they hope they get asked back, and then they end up kind of strung out, drank too much, party too much, I don't know. I'm really glad that you did this for yourself, because now, it leaves you open to do film. Like, I know you told me you have some projects you're working on in Florida. So, that's cool, but you have to have something concrete, I think so. As a mom, maybe I'm just totally talking like as a mother, you need to have something concrete to fall back on,
Oh, totally. And it was scary. I was walking away from security. I was walking away from a retirement and, having a job already as a fireman,
right.
And doing something brand new. I knew that I did like this, especially from the first season, because after the first season, I went back to work at the fire department, and I had to pay my trades back, but I liked it so much. I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do.
Right.
The money is fantastic, and it was I outweighed the pros and cons, and now that I'm doing it full time, and I've got my sea time to get my captain's license. Now it's anything that's TV related, whether I get asked back to do another season of Below Deck, that I don't know, or if something else, now I have opportunities doing other possible shows, or starting one. It's all been in the mix.
Right. Now, wait a minute, do we have to refer to you now as Captain Bobby?
I know, right? Isn't that weird?
Is it, though? Do we have to call you that?
No.
No, but isn't that your title now, or no?
I mean,
it is your title. So let's say you were on a yacht, and I was going to charter this yacht. You would introduce yourself as the captain.
No, because I'm not the captain of the yacht that I work on. I'm the first mate.
Oh, okay.
And on my boat, you have to have your 100-ton ticket to be the first mate on this boat. Got it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So now let's talk about good stuff. Let's talk about your 2 seasons that you had on Below Deck. Now, you were, like I said, a nice kid. You were a nerdy little kid, skinny, tall kid with glasses. And then, boom, all of a sudden, you came out with this, I can say it, and I don't mean it, I'm not like one of those women who, drool over young men like Sonia Morgan from Real Housewives of New York. My God, that woman is such a fucking basket case. But anyway, but you really turned your body into something that, I don't know, really you transformed yourself, darling.
Yeah, it was wild.
Now, was that when you became a fireman or no?
I'm sorry, 1 second, okay?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. Just want to let you know we're talking to Bobby Giancola from Below Deck. He's being able to talk today, which I'm so grateful for. So I just want to let everybody know, if you want to catch up on if you want to catch up on anything you missed, this will be on my page, on my website, www.illinoiseliteradioshow.com. And this is live, so we're good to go. Bobby, you there?
I'm here. I got to get this tool real quick. My owner's here right on the boat, and he was asking me if I could grab him a Phillips head.
Okay, well, I'm okay with that. Don't worry about it.
All right. I'm just down in the engine room now. Pull back up here.
All right. So tell me now. I've interviewed Bruno Duarte, also from Below Deck, and he has such a horrid hatred for Kate Chastain. Now, I don't know her. I know she's also from Melbourne, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know her, though, so I can't say yay or nay about her, but he really, he really, I guess, doesn't get along with her. He said, she was not a very nice person to him while on the boat, off the boat. So tell me, who was your least favorite person on the boat?
I don't want to bash anybody or bring any bad news up again. But
all right.
I'm sure you can tell who my least favorite people on the boat were.
Yeah. So if we were to go like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I got to tell you, it must have been a wild ride for you coming from Melbourne. I know you did a little modeling for like Space Coast Living, and you won a little contest there, and then you moved on and you went. Now, did you film in California, darling, Below Deck, or was that filmed here in Florida?
No. Both seasons were filmed. One was in Greece and then Croatia.
Right.
And when I was in California, that was aside from Below Deck.
Right. That's when you were working on yachts.
Yeah.
Got it. So now, do you have anything acting-wise coming up, sweetie?
Nope. I'm just doing the yachting full time. My plan here is, Fort Lauderdale is it's the yachting mecca of the world, or at least one of them.
Right.
So a broker told me that 1 in 4 people here have a yacht.
Right.
And a lot of those yachts need multiple crews depending on how big. I mean, there's yachts here that have 25 plus crew members on board.
Right.
And it's blowing up. It's becoming such a huge industry over here that there's tons of yachties coming in town, and they need places to stay. So
right.
they stay at crew houses. And my plan is I'm in the process of shopping right now to buy a house and start a crew house.
All right.
And do that as my side gig. I'm trying to do, dabble into the real estate, area, and start doing rental properties and Airbnb type stuff. Starting with crew houses.
Good for you.
I'm hoping that. I don't really. I didn't do Below Deck to, capitalize on anything that I had. I didn't have anything. I didn't. I didn't do the show to be an actor or do the show for any kind of TV.
Hopes and TV, right? Anything. You didn't want to get anything out of it.
No, it was just another chapter of a fun experience, and to try something new. And I ended up falling in love with it, and through this industry, I'm the fact that I did Below Deck, I'm hoping that I can capitalize now with doing the crew house, and kind of what's the word I'm looking for? I'm just trying to see if the fact that I did Below Deck might help me get, fill up a crew house.
Now, so if Below Deck was to ask you back for another season, would you say yay or nay?
I probably would.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that would be a good move on your part.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, so far out of the drama that happened first season and second season, it was still a blast. Far more good has come out of it than bad. I mean, not really any bad things have come out of it.
Yeah.
I've yet to bump into any haters. I've had one hater that came up to me, but it wasn't hating on the fact of what I had done on Below Deck or anything like that. It was just the fact that I did Below Deck, and I told him, I was like, listen, man. I was a fireman making $12 an hour.
Right.
And I was sick of it. And I got offered to do this to make great money. Of course I would do that.
Of course you're going to do it. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. Hopefully they'll think about it, maybe invite you back. I don't even know. Is there going to be a new season?
Yeah, so I don't think it's a secret. But the next season is in Italy. And they filmed that already.
Will Kate be on that season?
No, that's the Mediterranean.
Mediterranean.
She's I'm not sure if there's another one or I don't know if it's been out yet or what. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure if people